So this is our second time ever working with a bird with only one wing. The last time we did this was when our One Day Miracles series, when a bird had a wing bitten off by a raccoon, which was really sad. This story was less sad, I promise, and this bird was so eager to engage with us. It was really exciting. I cannot believe the progress we made. So Kimberly brought Crayola, her 14-year-old Harlequin macaw, and it was super exciting because Kimberly's end goal is to get this bird to be social with multiple people. Now she has game nights at her house where she mostly has guys around, and this bird is just not receptive to guys. So we tested all the theories today and worked on socialization.
Help me help her work better with other people. There's people here, I don't like other people. How do I best slowly introduce her to people?
Okay.
Safely. But
Okay.
I'd also like it so if they were in the room, she wouldn't be lunging at them. Just like safety in the house and her to be able to socialize, even if it's at a distance.
The first step today was simply to just target train with Crayola and see what some of his interactions with Kimberly looked like. And then Dave wanted to get started and see, does he really not like men? Does he just not like other people in general? Does he have any pre-existing like, ooh, not into hats, beards, whatever it is? And we found that he just pretty much doesn't like anyone. So both Dave and I tried to step this bird up, and when I just came close to Crayola, Crayola was on the opposite side of the T-stand going like, no thanks. And if I pushed further, it was a very obvious no thanks. Dave also got similar body language of just not wanting to step up for us.
What just happened?
Said no.
She said no, absolutely.
She said yes.
So did I gain trust with her or did I lose trust?
Hopefully you gained it.
I gained trust. So what she told me in that repetition is this body language means no, I don't want to. I didn't force my way through it. And so, you know, if this was a friendship, what makes a good friendship? What makes any good relationship? It's trust and clear communication, right? And we both just shared that. So I'm gonna offer again. I'll let her see that I have a treat. Okay, another clear communication. I'm gonna just pause and then I'll back off. So by me leaving, I'm reinforcing something. And what I'm reinforcing, meaning I'm going to get more of a certain behavior, and the behavior that I want is her clearly telling me, don't have me step up.
In the past, Crayola has not liked seeing new people, and so they've had this negative association. So today we wanted to do two things: associate new people positively and capture calm. And we were able to accomplish both at the same time. We started first with Kimberly having her interaction, then Dave, and Dave was delivering treats, and then I had an idea. I was like, what if all the treats came from different people? That way, when people approach Crayola, Crayola is actually anticipating their approach and being like, ooh, hey, what do you have? You're gonna have some tasty treat. And it's no longer a negative association. So we started small. First, it was just Kimberly and Dave working with Crayola, but then we were able to phase Kimberly out, and we had a couple volunteers within our masterclass group who were supposed to pay attention to Crayola's body language. This happened the entire class. It was so cool that this training was going on the entire time. Here's how it worked. Kimberly was watching Crayola for calm body language. Specifically, we were looking for a ruffling of the feathers. And then somebody from the group would get up and give a treat. Now, before that somebody was qualified to do this, we had them first target train Crayola so that they knew where to hold the target stick. And then we had them practice giving a treat to her as well. And as long as they passed those tests, they were able to get up and give treats randomly for capturing calm on cue.
And so remember, just kind of come up from a high angle, so we're just getting that upper mandible, and you're just
Am I
meeting
treating
her.
too, or are you treating?
I'll go ahead and treat. And click. Cool. And does that height and distance make sense where you won't be bitten?
Yep.
Cool. So let me grab you a treat. And do you feel confident being able to give a treat like that? So any behavior you want. Awesome.
What do you think about incorporating one more person?
Do you want to try it?
Sure.
Okay, so we're going to start with the target, just like before. I'll click for this since I'm closer. So as you saw, just kind of come in slowly at a 45-degree angle, and we'll get the click when just all we're trying to do is get the touch. So slowly, so a little faster, and meter
Closer.
there. Awesome. Do you feel confident with that experience to be able to hand her a treat?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll trade you. Okay. And you saw how we were doing it like this?
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, wave too. Yep, a little faster right there. Cool. Awesome. So you graduated. And we'll just have you alternate who hands the treat.
Okay.
I think that's a great idea, Jamie, that you had.
Thank you.
If the people become that source of reinforcement, you heard me talk a little bit about a reinforcement history. And this is a concept we've been talking more about this year, meaning that if there's already reinforcement on the tea stand, part of the reason she probably wants to go back there is because there's a history of getting all the treats there. When we do the spin, we do the target, we do the wave, all these behaviors, the treats coming on the perch. So we have to change that reinforcement history to where now the treats are coming from different people. And maybe for all of today, you don't do any more treats. It's just coming from random people in the room.
Okay.
And so we start to associate that these strangers can be a source of treats.
Yeah, she's begging.
If we're not training the birds, they're training us.
Try relaxing your body language against the chair. Because technically you're just waiting for a behavior to present itself, and she's more likely to do it if she's not in a formal session, which your posture showed engagement.
Okay.
So she was engaging back with you, and it's going to take longer for her to present it. Does that make sense?
And then she turned to me for engagement, right? So reinforcement history, she knows that it's coming from the two of us now. And you can tell by her continual begging, like she's starting to put the pieces of the puzzle together. We're getting calm on cue. You're at a safe distance where she's not freaking out. And she's looking to like, how else can I earn those treats?
Yeah, and this is great because this is positively associating a bunch of different people. So she's going to start looking to people as like, ooh, what's the possibility of positively interacting with you versus, oh no, new person. So we're reprogramming that association. Cool, this looks good. What a cutie.
So I agree with reinforcing that. Again, that was incompatible. It's hard to be fluffy and itchy and happy and pissed at the same time. And so we didn't click because it wasn't an exact picture of what we want repeated, but we treated it because it was really close to what we wanted. And we do, by adding reinforcement, we know that that increases the likelihood of that behavior. And since that was on the trajectory of where we want to go, it was worth getting a treat, but not a click because it wasn't perfect.
Nice.
So yeah, we're...
Whoop, a little too far away. There we go.
This bird does a great example of really exaggerating that body language so we know all the intentions super clear before we get there.
Okay.
And that's really good to be able to see. You'll notice other species, cockatoos, are not as easy to read.
You don't even like to say the word.
So initially, Dave trained the first two volunteers to do this. He showed them how to target, then he showed them how to deliver the treat. The first girl that did, which was Marissa, she was great and super consistent. The second girl, Abby, was probably in slow motion and really nervous. And so I wanted to up her confidence level, so I was like, hey, have Abby do more than Marissa. And once I saw her confidence level match and everything go in and she sped up a little bit, I was like, that looks perfect. Now just be random between who gives the treat and when, so that this bird can learn like, ooh, these strangers are cool. As I noticed that that got really, really good, I would be like, let's bring in somebody else. So we finally started having Kimberly train those somebody else's. And Kimberly would walk them through what it looks like and what it doesn't look like, because ultimately she's gonna be Crayola's trainer when she goes home to do this. So this was a really cool tip in showing, again, what it looks like and what it doesn't look like.
Slowly. Make it a little higher. There you go. Yep. Slowly. There you go. Better.
And then remember to show them how they would deliver the treat, because how you deliver the treat is gonna look different.
So if you do that, you come to the side like this. She dropped it. That's
And just for
It's okay.
clarification, I would have your fingers in. So it's instead of having them out, yeah. Those right.
And for your first one, maybe try a bigger treat. All right. Okay. Nice and slow. Yep, just maybe the next time like sideways so she can grab it forward. Do it like this. She might have to turn or bite your finger out sideways like that. Yeah.
Oh, that way to be.
Yeah.
Great correction. I was watching that with my breath held.
Because Kimberly can give Crayola a treat with an open palm, she was naturally doing that. And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't let anybody mimic you, because they're gonna see how you're doing it and want to copy you. So make sure that you really walk people through how to give your bird a treat without getting bit, so that there isn't a negative interaction within all of this training. One of the things that came into play at the class today is that people with pre-existing history with the bird were a little bit harder to train, because they had these concepts that were factual to them that maybe didn't exist in the context of the environment today. So the girl that accompanied Kimberly had actually been bitten before. She just knew this bird better than other people in the class, so she was a little bit different with her handling. When she went to deliver the treat, she was practically making sure it made it down to the crop. So it got a little iffy and everybody was like, oh, we're worried you're gonna get bit. So Dave took a moment to just kind of perfect how she was giving the treat, because she was nervous that the bird was gonna fall or the bird was gonna drop the treat, or any of these variables that she had seen in the past happen she wanted to avoid. So she was going about it in a way that was actually making those things more likely, and she didn't realize. So it was so cool, because at the end of class, she was a little bit embarrassed by how she had been handling it, but it was also an aha moment of, wow, I didn't need to make those compensations for the bird because it was just making it worse, and I didn't realize how much that previous history would play in my mind and have a very big impact on how she interacted with this bird. Kim's and Mike.
This is a really important lesson for you when you go home. When you teach, it's important to show what it should look like. It's really important to also show what it shouldn't look like. That's why we often do the okay, don't move your feet, touch the stick. Okay, now grab the stick and then pull it away. It gives them that feeling sucks. Yeah. And now they know how they can piss the bird off on accident. So I would encourage you to replicate that at home and have everybody show up a half hour early for Dungeons and Dragons. So they can do that.
Overall, Kimberly's goal today was to get Crayola to work better with other people. And today I would say she definitely accomplished that. One of the things that was holding her back from doing this at home is she felt like she was putting other people at risk. And I think today she recognized how to do it safely for both Crayola and the humans.
Parrots are the third most popular pet in the entire world, yet the #1 most rehomed. If you're interested in joining our mission of saving parrots one person at a time, visit BirdTricks.com to learn more about our parrot training courses, organic bird food, all-natural parrot toy line, and much, much more. When we know better, we do better. It's through you that we can help people offer only the best quality products to their parrots, along with the knowledge they need to live in harmony with their birds through permission-based training. Visit BirdTricks.com today to learn more.